This will be a discussion video technically and pretty much an advice to KZ. I kind of like the brand, very resilient brand. They've been doing business for a really long time. They've been very successful, but there are some improvements they need to make to some key releases they're putting out, especially their new ZES that is still not yet on the market, but they can still work on it, even if they will release a pro version or something else down the road. So first of all, the build is good. I like the build of this IEM. I think it's well made. It's unique in its build because KZ normally don't do metal IEMs. Follow their releases over the years. They don't really make metal IEMs. So when they do make metal IEMs, I'm impressed because it's something that they don't normally like doing, or maybe they don't do, maybe the cost, because they do it because they need to keep the cost down. So it's really cool. Now, what we can hope to see with this now is the improvement in tuning, because the build is fine for me. I would prefer a plastic build, some plastic shell like the KBEAR KS1. If this can be changed to that plastic shell, the reason I say this is because as good as metal is, they do conduct electrical current. When, for instance, if you have your DAP or you have your amp or your desktop amp, you plug this to, if bad current flows through the lamp, you will get shocks in your ears, and I've experienced a bit of shock with this earphone, just because it is metal. It's not bad, but it's discomforting, especially if you have something that you plug it to. If you plug it to something that has current, there is a chance that if anything goes wrong with the component itself, whatever you plug it to, there is a chance that the thing could shock you in your ears. Like, you will feel electric buzz in your ears, that it will shock you because it's metal. So I would suggest some companies maybe stay away from, especially KZ, stay away from the metal thing, because you can still build an IEM that will last for several years without it being metal. Metal does not mean that you've made something that has the massive quality that you would need to survive off. So I would suggest that KZ stay off metal. Now, the next thing would be the driver's configuration. Like I said, this earphone has fantastic bass. It's not the best bass ever. It is really not even close, but the bass for this model is really good. I think it's even the best KZ bass I've heard. But the problem is that after the bass, it goes downhill from there. Every other thing is not that good again. You know, the reason why is because the reason why for that is the mids and the highs are being handled by the EST driver there, and they're not doing a very good job. So KZ needs to stick to drivers that work. They need to stick to drivers that work, and they have to do that. The dynamic driver in here, the 12mm dynamic driver, is very good. They have to stick to that, and they need to release another model that is strictly that dynamic driver set and tune it. You understand? Even if they want to add a second driver, add a dynamic driver that is second to handle the mids and the highs. Do not mix it up with other drivers. The minute you do that, you will cause a problem. This set is very good, but it has mids and highs problem because of the driver handling it. It doesn't sound very coherent. So these are the things that I think KZ needs to correct and implement better on this model in another generation that they will release down the line. And if they do so, they will have a very successful set. If you like this content, subscribe to the channel. I'll see you guys next time.